Hello, everyone. My name is Geek Hipster, and this is GeekChat, the podcast. I am here with Comic Core, Marvel DC Fuel, and Low Pro from Hero Access.
What's
up,
up?
guys?
How's it going?
And we're going to be discussing a few topics within Marvel and DC media, comic books, all that other stuff. It's going to be great.
Yeah. I agree.
Alright, what's up first?
Okay, Spider-Man Homecoming. Who's seen it, and what did you think about it?
I've seen it, and I thought it was amazing.
I think it's really great that we finally get to see the comic book accuracy of Peter Parker, like a never before seen side of him, and
Yeah.
Very true, very true.
previous films and portrayals. I think it's great that we finally get to see like the high school side of him more than going out and being. We get to see this modernized take on him. And I think that's really-
because if
Yeah.
you see in the older movies, you get Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, and then Andrew Garfield. He was pretty much in school a very limited amount of time, and I feel like in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, they kind of just made him graduate just so they didn't have to focus on that whole school aspect. So when they really did this whole school type of thing with Tom Holland and that in Spider-Man Homecoming, I thought it was really cool because it shows, he's a kid, he's in school, he has problems just like every other kid that goes to school, and he has to deal with that. So I think they touched on that really well.
And I really enjoyed the casting. I mean, I thought the casting was going to be because it wasn't really spot on, but I actually really liked everybody and the way they did this. Like Flash Thompson, I really like what they did with him. It was really neat on how they brought him in. And
not as such as a physical bully, but more that type of verbal
bully.
Yeah,
I really like that, and I like that this is just a whole new take on everybody, you know. And I feel like this was the right time to actually bring Spider-Man in the MCU because he's finally like piecing everything together. Because ever since the events of Civil War, you know, the MCU has been falling apart. The story. But I feel like Spider-Man is just going to be that guy that brings it all together again.
Kind of glues it up, yeah.
Right, and I saw something today talking about the timeline now and how, like, from what I've always thought that the timeline was set in like current time. But then I saw something today about how everything was like 2 years ahead of everything else.
Well, yeah, you know, it's funny because I read something a few weeks ago that said that Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one, took place in 2014 when it was made. Then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 that came out a few months ago in 2017 was actually set only a few months after the first movie.
Yeah.
So, and then I also read somewhere else, debating whether or not this is true, I'm not too sure, so don't quote me, but that the third, so Volume 3, is going to actually be like real time. So I don't know if it comes out in 2020 or something like that, but it'll be that time, which I don't really get why.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's been stated that the events in Avengers took place around 2009, based on what I've heard.
Yeah.
Even though it came out in 2012. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just based on what I heard.
I haven't heard that actually. I heard it was just in 2012.
So because I don't understand it. Because 8 years later, that means that Spider-Man: Homecoming took place in 2020.
It was in 2020.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
And he's still 15. Like what? Okay, he's 15.
I don't. And then they try to pull that whole thing with that whole cameo in Iron Man 2. I mean, that's cool and all, but I ain't buying that. You guys did not think of that back in 2010. There's no way.
No, you didn't.
And what I'm thinking, because like, if it says that it takes place in 2020, and then Avengers 1 takes place in what, like, if it says it takes place in 2010 in the new, in like its new timeline, that means in Civil War, everybody's known each other for like 8 years, and they don't really seem like they have that level of relationship.
Somebody has to interview Kevin Feige to put
about what he's doing
in confirmation because this is very confusing. At the beginning of the film, everyone was very, confused that it said 8 years later. It was like, what? 2020? This is pretty far. I mean, like the events of Infinity War probably already happened. We don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny is when they did that whole 8 years later thing, I felt like they didn't need to do that. because they didn't touch up, and they didn't. I don't.
They should have.
At least I don't remember. They never even really said. They didn't even really say, like, the year 2020, like, at all in the film. They never specified what year it was, besides the whole 8 years later part.
Yeah, they should have said, like, some years later.
Maybe
something like that.
Have different people writing this. I don't know. I'm confused. Maybe.
Like.
They could have just done what they did in Civil War and just put that big ass font right there.
Yeah.
Most importantly, what I'm more worried about is the future of the MCU. Like, after the events of Infinity War, what's gonna go on after?
Maybe we'll just do the exact same thing, and hopefully they'll have the rights to, like, another semi-good villain like Kang the Conqueror or someone. I mean, they're gonna have to fight for those rights because he's which I don't understand how they don't already acquire those, or how they haven't acquired that, because, like, Kang the Conqueror is Iron Lad, but at the same time he's like a Fantastic Four / X-Men, or he's more Fantastic Four villain, but, like, he's Iron Lad. So how the hell do they not have the rights to it?
It's pretty confusing.
They just need to get it together. I don't know.
But I feel like
I want to. Oh wait, go ahead.
Maybe this is just the beginning of something else. Like, maybe there's, like, another villain out there after Thanos who's just ready to just end all of this shit. And
what is this, like Galactus or something? I mean,
Galactus. Yeah, MODOK. Yes, I am ready to see MODOK because the MCU already birthed AIM Industries. In Iron Man 3,
the number one thing I want to see from MODOK that, you know, we hear about it all the time with characters that are mainly robotic, and that is the genitalia.
Yes.
With Cyborg, you hear about it with everybody.
Oh,
that's
boy.
A good point.
What about the characters we're going to lose in Infinity War that we're possibly not going to see anymore in this universe?
Have they confirmed anyone's death so far? Like, no.
Why would they do that?
Well, I don't know. You know.
I mean, they shouldn't. To be honest, I feel like this guy is gonna die in Infinity War, but at the same time, I don't, since we didn't really get to see much of him in previous films. I mean, you know, they gave us a little taste of his backstory in Age of Ultron, but I mean, we still don't really know about this character. Actually,
we don't know anything about him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
For him.
The one thing
all we know is that he has a family on a farm.
And we don't really know much about his backstory unless we look up.
I just can't wait to see the GOAT Hawkeye go against Thanos with his that special arrow he has. That
you know, the thing is, like, back to what you were saying about you don't really know him that well. It's kind of hard to root for the guy and love him if you don't even really know anything about him.
And it didn't really make any sense to introduce him in the first place if you didn't really have any intention.
The most amount of screen time he's had
with the story at all.
Like, I think I think it's like 55% of his screen time in all the films put together. He's a villain, and that's in
Avengers. His cameo Thor really bothered me the most because he did absolutely nothing. It was just bad. I mean, you know, it was nice to see Hawkeye on screen for the first time, but at the same time, it was disappointing. And
Here's what they should have done with Hawkeye's character. Avengers 1, when he goes to jump off that roof for the cool move, I wish the rope would have broke and he just fell 60 stories.
60 stories. Oh, man.
Yeah, but nice, just replace him with someone else.
Yeah, I mean...
And it's sad that we know so much about these newer characters, but it's just this one character who we do not know about. I mean, we know bits and pieces about Ant-Man. We know about his backstory. We've got a lot of...
All you ever hear is the word Budapest.
I'll tell you what. And when you bring up Ant-Man, that makes me want to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp. When we have I swear, if they don't go into Hank Pym at all for, like, how abusive he is in the comics, like, they just need to talk. At least talk about how troubled. Do you think they will? At least talk about how troubled the relationship it was. They make it seem like they were this super happy married couple, and then she sacrificed his life for him, her life for him. But, like,
question is, I'm going to ask you: do you think they will? Like, no. Do you think they will?
I mean,
no, I don't think so either. There's no way. No, I remember in the third movie for Iron Man, they wanted to touch up on his alcoholism and stuff like that, but Disney said, "Nah, man, you can't be doing that."
It was Edgar Wright who did the first Ant-Man, right?
Yeah.
Is he doing the sequel?
Yeah, he's returning for a sequel. He's reprising his role as
he is.
I feel like this is probably our last time we're gonna see Hank Pym I feel like he's gonna die in this next film. Since
Dude, I thought he died in the first one because he got shot. I mean,
he
like,
got
I know
survived.
we see him in the post credit, but like, I was ready for him to die then and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was emotionally ready. Now, what I wasn't ready for was Anthony. That hit me hard.
Dude,
he was a really great character.
That hit me right in the heart.
I don't want to talk about
he had a solid 40 seconds of screen time.
The villain
to his death.
Nerf. Yellow Jacket was just such a bad villain to me. I mean, he had a horrible moment. It was so cliche.
They had no suit.
Didn't really grasp to his character as much. I mean, usually viewers are supposed to like grasp onto both protagonist and antagonist. I just didn't really get that from him. I mean, it was just...
when you say grasp onto protagonist and antagonist, I did that fully with Vulture.
Vulture
fully
was amazing.
Seriously, like the best MCU villain, and I was taken away. I had no idea. And honestly, Michael Keaton, I'm not that huge of a fan of him. He delivered the role, and he did amazing. I was blown away.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll give. What was his name? Darren Cross, who was the Yellow Jacket. He did a great Lex Luthor. I'll put it. I'll put it past. I'll put it past Jesse Eisenberg.
It was more of a discount Lex Luthor that you get at like Dollar General or some shit.
It's like a perfect
Walmart
you
brand
versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. But
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I really want to see more of him in the future, but since he's dead now, we're not going to get that.
I was kind of happy when he died. I was like, all right, they they don't need to bring him back. Let's just scrap him, go on to something else.
Now,
okay, I want to go. Spider-Man
villain are we going to see in Ant-Man and Wasp?
Hopefully,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Hopefully, it's another bug type villain.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Have a lot of villains.
Honestly, because Ant-Man's a really scientific based villain, so you kind of have to put him up. I could see MODOK being the villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Really?
Having
villain.
He'd have to go into like a computer server or something. I could see that scene like happening because MODOK's like a robot or something.
Yeah.
So I could see a scene like that, or what's his name? Arnim Zola. I could see them bringing him back.
Zola.
Oh yeah.
Last appeared in Captain America: Winter Soldier. I remember.
Which, by the way, totally ticks me off that he just had that like little scene in the computer. That was like the most epic scene in the movie.
That was cool.
Captain America: Winter Soldier has to be one of the best MCU films ever, right? Besides
hell yeah.
And the first Iron Man. The early MCU films have to be the best.
All right, straight up, the best MCU scene for me was the Iron Man 3 final trailer.
As the universe progressed, I mean, it became more kid-friendly, and like basically right after the movie Avengers, it just became kid-friendly. That means they limited all of the death scenes that they had in the whole. They limited just everything.
Yeah. Wait a second. When did Disney take hold of Marvel?
Disney took over Marvel during the production of Avengers 1.
2010.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. There's
basically around that. Then once Guardians of the Galaxy came into play, which is an extremely inaccurate Marvel film, which I strongly despise. But I will watch it. But I still strongly despise. It changed everything. Meaning that characters became less serious and more childish, and I just didn't like that. It felt like
had to crack in a joke every 5 minutes.
Teen Titans Go. That's what it felt like.
I think you mean Teen Titans Goat. All right.
That's exactly what you meant.
But I want to go back to Spider-Man: Homecoming, and this might be spoilers for some people, but I want to talk about the suit at the end.
The suit.
Oh yeah, the new one with the new symbol on it.
Yeah.
See, was that the Iron Spider? Because it looks like it was fabric.
Yeah.
It was.
I think it was just a version of the Iron Spider that I don't think they're ever gonna put the literal Iron Spider suit, but that's just kind of their mock-up of it. I guess so far, I thought it looks pretty dope.
I feel like they're not trolling us with that suit. I really hope we get to see some type of scene with him using it in Infinity.
No, if I'm being honest, I've seen a few pictures of it. It's not like I'm looking at one right now. the suit, the symbol is just way too big. Like this is what I liked about Tom's new suit is that it was new. It had a small symbol on the front, the classic symbol on the back, but this one has this ginormous symbol on the chest that I don't know, just.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I really like Batman's new suit in Justice League a lot. I think it's really great.
Yeah, what I'm looking forward to about that one, well, one, it really looks like the Arkham suit, and then on top of that, the goggles. I think that's finally gonna like glow white, and we'll see the famous white eyes that you see in the animated series, because they do have that curve on the end that he has like in the animated series. Instead of like the, I see a lot of people compare it to the like Night Owl from Watchmen, but like his suit or his goggles were like an oval version of a.
Yeah, they kind of have the little. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And his are more like they kind of look like a sideways comma or something.
I can't wait to see what he's going to use it for, though. Like, I really can't wait to see the suit in combat.
Hopefully, he's going to use it to whoop Deathstroke's ass.
Yeah. Wait, is Deathstroke in Justice League?
Well, I mean, that's what it sounds like, but then people are talking about how Joss is going to cut him out, and, like, at this point, it's all just up to rumors, like, and I just wish they would come, like, this...
Wait, what if they make it, like, an opening scene with Batman taking on Deathstroke, and
like,
then...
kind of like...
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty cool, yeah.
And then he begins recruiting...
I see 3 possible openings for... Justice League, and that's
Darkseid.
One,
I see like Darkseid in like the chair. Did he like ask Steppenwolf to go to Earth?
My 3 possible openings that I see are 1 immediate opening to the Amazon War.
Yeah.
2,
I can totally see that. That'd be pretty dope.
2 opening with Barry Allen. And that's just because I see in the trailer how he's talking to his dad and stuff, and then he's wearing the same clothes that he did when he comes home to meet Bruce.
Oh, so, that's probably what he's coming home.
Just hearing this, I just cannot. I cannot wait for this movie now.
Or third possible opening, it's similar to Wonder Woman. How that opened, and you remember when it like shows how they're in London at that time, and there's like a truck with Wayne and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I could see them opening it like that, where it just opens on one of the characters. Or
my main fear is that Cyborg won't get as many scenes as other characters in the movie, like Flash and Aquaman. I feel like Flash and Aquaman are just going to steal the show. That's what I think.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I feel that, I
don't really have a big fear that Cyborg isn't going to get a bunch of stuff, because honestly, I don't care if he doesn't get enough. He's not really my most excited character, like my most hyped character. I just don't
want DCU to just Hawkeye Cyborg. I don't want them to treat him like he's just
maybe in the next one we'll get to see his family.
Because in the comic book, Cyborg is just this god-like character. He's OP as
funny as hell ever. Yeah,
he's just powerful. I mean, this guy could like end the world within an hour.
Well, I mean, think about what's one other media other than the comics where he's treated like that? Because I mean, when you think about all the shows he's been in, he's always like just, or even in Injustice. If you remember, like the first one, all he did was sit in the watchtower and monitor.
That's true. He really didn't do anything.
Yeah, that is true.
But wait a second, you guys are forgetting the most crucial like kind of media he's in. I mean, have you not seen Teen Titans Go? Are you kidding me?
Dude, seriously, one thing I am excited for from Cyborg is I want to hear him say "booyah." Like nobody's business.
I want it to be like this very
I have to hear him say it.
Like
I feel like if he
is
gonna say it, I feel like if he is gonna say it in the movie, just if he does, I feel like it'll be kind of like quiet and to himself first.
Yeah,
he'll be like, what the hell? Yeah.
That scene that we saw when those like mini trailers that they were releasing before the Justice League trailer dropped.
Oh, when he like cocks his gun.
Yeah, when he cocks his gun after he blasts that dude with the Sonic. Yeah, I see him. Just
it'll probably be like a little whisper, just like booyah.
I want it to be like...
I think the first time we'll hear him say it on screen is that slow motion scene we see when he's playing football. I think we'll hear him say it when he's doing that.
Oh, yeah. That could be like his like punchline when he's playing football. Like his little...
So, yeah, I definitely see... Earlier when I was talking about the openings, when I said it would open on a character kind of like it did in Wonder Woman, I see that opening either being Bruce from the trailer when he's standing on that mountain going to see Arthur, or 2, and he'll go straight from there to the scene when he's in with Wonder Woman in the Flying Fox or whatever they're calling it.
Maybe the beginning will be of him like on that mountain, like when it was snowing in the trailer, and he's like on that horse. I feel like that's going to be the beginning of it.
Yeah, I can see it's either going to be that or Barry, or maybe the Barry scene is going to be similar to how Tom was, how it kind of just switched transition, like it was just a set transition, and then it kind of goes to like Barry coming home from prison or whatever.
It's like the big old font that says Central City. Like the War did.
Gotham.
Yeah, no, I wish.
So wait a second. So we are gonna see Superman in the next trailer, right?
I hope not.
I don't want to see Superman in the next trailer. I don't want them to spoil it. I want it to be like a surprise. I want it to be like a little twist.
Bro, knowing how DC is, it's probably just...
Well, knowing how DC is, they won't show them. But like, well, if you look at all the all of the Wonder Woman clips, they had so many Wonder Woman clips. I mean, nothing on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or Spider-Man, but they had so many Wonder Woman clips, it was ridiculous, and none of them really spoiled Steppenwolf. The closest look we got was a small little silhouette really far in the back.
Yeah. I guarantee you, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Flash are going to be the huge money cow of the DC cinematic extended universe. I guarantee it.
I would push.
I
would say Batman and Flash further than anybody else.
I'll say Batman.
I'm also saying Wonder Woman because, dude, there is. Again,
due to the popularity that Wonder Woman recently got, this isn't the last movie we're going to see.
Yeah, if they're smart right now, after the whole
they're probably going to pull a Fast
so much
Furious.
money.
They're going to probably have like 6 Wonder Woman movies, and
they gotta just slap Wonder Woman's face on everything.
I would still say that she's only going to be she's probably still going to stay at like 3rd when it comes to cash. Because when you think about all the Flash fanboys there are, oh my god, and then Batman fanboys. A Batman movie simply can't fail in theaters. Even George Clooney did well in theaters.
That's
true.
True.
So,
but yeah, I think like with Wonder Woman and everything, and the whole hype that it has and the money it's making, if I were them and they were smart, they would slap her face on literally everything. Because like I was saying, the reason that Wonder Woman, at least I believe it did well, was, okay, you have people like us who love comic books, you love all that shit, whatever. Yeah. And, of course, we're going to go see Justice League. Of course. Are you kidding me? Why would you not? You get us, you're going to see Wonder Woman. Of course. Yeah, why not? You know, you get all these girls that can't even spell Themyscira, and they're going out to see the movies with a bunch of their friends. And I'm not dissing them or anything, but that's exactly my point. That's just sales right there, because Wonder Woman sells. It's a whole woman symbol, and that's awesome. Good for them, but that's exactly why it's making a lot of money.
Okay, I'm going to say it now. For the podcast, Wonder Woman, in my opinion, was overrated. Even though it was a good movie, it was overrated.
It was a great movie, but there's a lot of overrated MCU films. I know this is off topic, since we're talking about
when we're talking about Wonder Woman, I mean, I feel like it's overrated because people are afraid to bash it.
That's too very true.
Because she's a one-man.
And I really did love the film. Like it might be one of it's my favorite so far of the year. I did like Baby Driver a lot, but this is my favorite comic book film of the year of the ones that I've seen. Haven't seen Spider-Man.
I literally saw females get triggered that Nick Fury was appearing in Captain Marvel. Like, oh, she can hold her own movie. She doesn't need a man in it. She can hold her own.
It's probably going to be a post.
It's probably going to be a post-credit scene, like with him.
See, you hear people complain about that, but nobody was complaining when Black Widow showed up in Iron Man 2.
Yeah, like, hey, this is a man-only movie. Go away.
But my thing is for Wonder Woman, the only complaints I had for that film were the CGI. It didn't match the camera quality.
Yeah, it was a little lost.
When you get those little jump transitions when she goes to take the sniper out of the tower and it freezes and does that slow motion, you get almost a claymation effect there and the background gets blurry, and I didn't like that. And then in the final fight scene, I didn't like when she was like flying past people and everybody is just like they look like paper silhouettes. while she's just beating the shit out of him.
I didn't like Ares.
I did.
Yeah, Ares, he's one of my favorite DC villains. He's he's definitely my top 5.
But they did not show his full potential.
Yeah, no. But what I did like, I liked
I'm sorry. I wanted to see Ares.
Overpowered.
I
Ares
wanted to
could
see the villain
literally
Ares,
end the
not
world
Sir
with the
Patrick.
snap of his fingers.
The one thing I did love...
I wanted to see the badass Ares, the Wonder Woman villain, not the damn dude with a mustache that you could see hanging over his helmet. Yeah. I'm sorry, I did not like that.
The one thing I did love about the Ares they gave us is they showed his ability to master weapons, and like... I like the way that they showed how he just creates the weapons, and instead of like he just like spawns it. I like how they just made him like pull a bunch of metal from like stuff around him. I like what he's doing with the swords, but the main thing I wanted to see was, I don't know if you guys played Injustice back when it first came out, like the first one, not the new one, but with Ares, all of his moves in there were like really awesome. And then when we go to like his fight scene in Wonder Woman, he kind of just like he was whooping her ass for like the longest time, and then all of a sudden they just end it with the fucking lightning that he...
Yeah, like, I believe in love.
Like, what was that? That was the worst.
Yeah, I was a little confused. They did this whole knife throwing tricks and stuff, and then let's drop a tank, and then
yeah, like he was literally just throwing her around, and like he was like
he was literally lifting up his hand.
He was running.
Speaking of fighting games, has anyone played Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yeah, I played the demo. It was awful.
The graphics were pretty bad.
It was so bad.
Enjoyed the graphics. The story was out of place. It was very whack.
It looks.
But the sad part, sad part is I haven't played the game.
I didn't even like the lines.
My expectations.
What was so corny?
What's that one? The Marvel game that's on like iTunes for phones. It's
Marvel Champions.
Contest of Champions?
Yeah, that is exactly what it looks like, except it has...
Future Fight or some shit?
Yeah.
There's Future Fight Champions.
I played Champions for the longest time. I actually just deleted it.
Bro, same here. I played it so long, and I
remember when it first came out, and I used to play that shit. Like, that was like my drug.
I always played that game.
I was legit. I
just had to delete it like a while ago, because like it took up so much memory in my phone.
I have not one Marvel game on my phone. Like, I probably have like a Marvel Wiki app on my phone, but other than that, all my games are like cheesy ass trending games or DC games or some shit like that.
Who here has Injustice 2?
I do.
I do.
I main Dr. Fate 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
I main either Damian Wayne, Flash.
I can't play as Robin. Every time I play as Robin, I get my ass handed to me.
Yeah, it takes a little bit to learn Robin. Like, at first, he was my worst character.
I still can't even figure out the his batterings that he throws
I don't get that whole yellow battering shit that he throws.
I think you know what they do. Oh, no. Like yellow flies back to him. Blue is like a taser. And
wait,
red
isn't the Sub-Zero DLC already out? Isn't that already out?
Yeah.
It's coming out though.
Is it?
I can explain the the batarang or birdarang.
Go ahead, because dude, I cannot figure it. I know one of them like teleports or something like or does a smoke bomb. One of them.
Is Black Manta in the game or not?
It's not like.
Or is he just an environmental character who just hits you when a environmental move is delivered?
It's teased, but okay. So his like birdarang, like you have to do a certain. Button combo, the yellow one teleports you to where it is.
Mm-hmm.
The red one just explodes, and then the blue one is like a boomerang. It comes back.
Okay, yeah, but can you pick which one?
You have to do like a certain combo, like for example, down, forward, circle. I think that's how you do it. That's how I.
Alright, well, that seems a little confusing, but, my main is Flash, and, dude, I'm not the best. I'm not the best at fighting games.
I can tell you're not the best because you're using Flash.
Exactly. That's exactly my
anybody,
point.
if you're bad at the game, just main Flash, and you'll be fine. I have a game clip of me, and it's also, I have someone recording me while I'm playing. I played with one hand with a level 20 Flash versus someone else with a level 20 I forget who he was playing as, but I completely destroyed him. He didn't even get me past
easy.
the first level, like the first half of my health, and I took.
Yeah, but when I'm feeling a little ballsy, when I don't want to use Flash, I use Blue Beetle.
Yeah, same.
Blue Beetle is the absolute goat.
Every time I try to use Blue Beetle, I get I have to look at his moves again because I always have to pause and look at him because I always pop out his hands for some reason, like those the mace.
Oh
on his
yeah,
hands.
which is the claw thing.
Yeah, and then
but can we all agree that there are a handful of characters in that game that really did not need to be in there?
Yeah,
just
Joker,
story hopers. Like, okay, I can name off some. There's Atrocitus. There's Joker. There's Swamp Thing. There's Mr. Freeze. There's I don't get.
I'm tired of getting good Swamp Thing gear.
Wait, did you say Mr.
I am so sick of getting Swamp Thing gear.
Captain Cold looked like he belonged in the game, but he didn't really need to be a playable character.
You really did.
I was actually semi-disappointed with the Injustice 2 story mode.
Oh yeah, very much.
Because the first one was...
Leonard is more of a story character than a playable character. I mean, he had really dope moves, but still.
The first one was so eventful. And then the second one was just I finished it in 3 hours, and it seemed like it was I could have told that story around to a kid at bedtime.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. And you know what the funniest part is it's a second version of the game. That really did not need to be called Injustice 2. They really didn't pick up that much from the first game.
Injustice. It
wasn't Injustice 2. It was an Injustice sort of
this
reboot in a way.
This one could have been called Batman and Superman.
Exactly.
Instead of
Yeah. They didn't, and it was nowhere near as dark.
It kind of reminds me of that one
they killed Dr.
Lego
Fate
game by Batman, which was called Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, when they had nothing to do with the Gotham.
Dude, oh my god. I
love those games.
The one thing I love about the Lego Marvel games is that you get to play around in New York. And
they're actually kind of badass.
Then when you play, dude, I straight up, I stay up for days at a time.
And bro, unlike the Marvel Cinematic
just
Universe, you can use all of the characters.
Dude, and when I loved Lego Batman 3 because all the characters in that one. Only thing I hated about it was the plant. You just go to Oa and it's empty. There's nothing to do. You can just walk around and break stuff.
Yeah, it's literally just I know what you're saying.
Okay, but low pro. Earlier, when we were on Injustice 2, did you say Mr. Freeze was an unneeded character?
I said that.
Oh, because Mr. Freeze is a premier skin, so he's technically not even a part of the story.
But still, it was still a waste of.
I'll tell you who shouldn't have been in that stupid game.
Mr. Freeze is
not a stupid game
character, but I want to see him in a movie.
I hated the when you go to Murder Swamp in the story. I hated that whole part of it. The entire.
Oh, I hated that whole Harley Quinn.
Oh my god!
Thing.
Whenever I play against someone playing as Harley Quinn, I back out. I back out of the fight because I don't want to hear.
It's the most annoying thing.
I don't want to hear.
The only thing I hate more than playing against Harley Quinn is me having to be Harley Quinn.
I have never went against a female online who not use Harley Quinn or Wonder Woman. Every female I have ever went against online, they have always used.
Whenever I'm looking for
Harley Quinn.
Whenever I'm looking for a challenge when I'm playing, I play as Black Canary.
He's good.
I play as Green Arrow because I have a very soft spot for Archer characters.
Nah, you know what, dude? Actually, though, I loved Green Arrow in this game.
I really did.
I loved him. He really did. I loved his appearance in the game. It looked pretty badass. In the first game, it was pretty garbage. But I loved his look in the second game and his humor. Really, if you do all his dialogues in the before fights or stuff during the story mode too, it's pretty funny. I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay.
They had CW premiere skins. They had.
Have you guys seen the
Savitar,
his pre-fight or whatever his pre-fight dialogue that he has with what's her name, Power Girl?
Oh, what does he say?
He's she says, "My eyes are up here," and he's like, "I've made my choice."
Dude, the dialogue
tits.
interactions are hilarious.
That's funny.
I love.
No, yeah, I was. Yeah, there was one of them. I was talking with my friend. How did it go exactly? It was
who was it?
Who was? Hold on, I'm trying to remember. I think it was Green Lantern and I think Superman. I'm pretty sure, and it was just like green. It was like, I don't know who said it. I think Green Lantern was like, "What are you looking at?" And then Superman was like, "What did you just say?" And then Green Lantern just said, "Never mind." And then they just started fighting. Like,
no, my favorite one is the one with between Scarecrow and Green Lantern when Scarecrow was like crashing just like your father, and then Green Lantern was like, "Forget scared, I'm angry." And then they just began fighting. That was hilarious to me.
Dude, yeah, some of them are so cool. I'm actually like, damn, okay, that's pretty cool. But then some of them, you're like, what?
Blue Beetle's interactions are great, and Joker's.
Yeah, I think Blue Beetles, Green Arrows, Jokers, those are all pretty much the best.
Yeah.
Such a long time. I thought Blue Beetle's real name was pronounced Jamie Reeves, but I Jaime Reyes.
Rip.
One of my
I thought it was Jamie.
Beetle intros is with
but it's
Supergirl.
Jaime.
Did you never watch like Young Justice?
Yeah, are you kidding?
I mean, I did, but I just never like paid attention to Blue Beetle because I never really found him an interesting character.
He's like the main focus of the second season.
Yeah, he like literally his storyline is actually like the part, like the whole thing of the whole season.
The storyline of the second season.
Yeah, it's the whole season. Yeah. They say his name at least once an episode.
Yeah.
The Scarab is literally the whole part. Is literally the whole thing for the second season.
And doesn't the Scarab always call him Jaime Reyes?
Yes, every time it speaks to him.
Exactly. Then what? Okay, we're bashing GH right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to go kill myself.
One of my favorite Blue Beetle intros is with Supergirl. Like, she's like, I don't know what Blue Beetle says at first, but then Supergirl says, like, "You'd be lucky to even tickle me," and then he's like, "Yeah, I would."
Oh, yeah.
Why does this sound like MDF if he ever got in a fight with a female?
He's like, you're right.
That would, yeah.
You just agree.
Well, yeah, when you can't say anything else, you just agree.
Like,
all right, I think that's going to cut it for today for the podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening and finishing it off. If you did, it really does mean a lot. If you really do want more of this stuff, and let us know if you like it, please let us know on our Instagrams. We're going to be posting stuff about it. The people in this podcast, we all have Instagrams. I'm going to list them off. It's Geek Hipster, Comic Core, Marvel DC Fuel, and myself, Hero Access. So please just let us know, because when you guys love it, it really does make us want to do it more. So just remember, just show some love on it, and just let us know if you like it. Thank you so much.
Show some love.